Hey, I'm back! This lighting's making me realise that my foundation does not match my skin tone, which it should because I've gone for the dark one because I have a bit of a tan. But yeah, so I'm going to start doing story time videos because, you know what, I absolutely love watching them, and so I thought I'd start making them and hopefully you love them as much as I do. And there's a lot about MAC customer service, and I've been watching them and like, I can never imagine that happening like that. That is just appalling. Well, it happened to me. Funny enough, it happened to me today when I went to buy a lipstick. And it's not something you'd expect from a high-end store where you want more people to buy your products, where there's like cheaper versions out there. And literally me and my mum walked out like, what has just happened? Like, that's ridiculous. So we were shopping and my intention was to go to MAC and spend some money on a lipstick, maybe a blusher or a highlight, and walk in, and it is a very small store, and it was quite crowded. So I was walking around and no one was like coming up to me to help me. And I was trying to find the lipstick I want because I knew I either wanted Sin, Blankety or Rebel, and no one was helping me. They were just looking at me blankly, so I had to go up to them and say, can you find these lipsticks for me please? And this one woman went, okay. She went and picked them all up and said, here you go. And I was like, okay, thank you. So me and mum were testing them, seeing which one we liked, and I decided I wanted Sin. So I queue up, when I get to the desk, this woman with a full face of makeup, this hideous eyeshadow, purple with pink blusher, and I go, can I please have Sin please? She goes, yes, of course. Do you want the lip liner with that? I was like, oh, I'm not too sure, can I have a look at it? She said, yeah, sure. She was really nice to me. So she shows me the lip liner, she pulls my hand, starts colouring my whole hand with this lip liner. Bear in mind, Sin is a very dark colour and this lip liner was very dark. She starts colouring it all in. She goes, look, you just do this on your lips, and then she gets in, pull that over, and then you just block it out. I was like, well, my lips aren't that big. But anyway, she goes, and it stops, you know, like feathering and bleeding. I was like, yeah, I know. And then she goes, so do you want it? I was like, I'm not too sure. So my mum comes over and she's like, well, Beth, how much is it? And the woman was like, oh, it'll be £28, like casually. Oh yeah, that's not expensive at all. And I was like, well, that's a lot. And she's like, well, it's not really because you're going to stop the bleeding, you're feathering. Funny story, I've not got any lip liner on this lipstick, and it's the one that's recently I needed a lip liner for because it ended up bleeding around my whole face. No, is it bleeding? No. So me and my mum stood with this woman, kind of like, well, we don't want to pay that much. Like, yeah, but it's worth it because you won't get a bleed or feathering around your lips. And, you know, that doesn't look very nice. We were like, well, I don't know. And then she put all the products back. She's like, do you want me to write them down? I was like, oh, yeah, please. Because I feel quite rude, like, she's just gone through all that, colouring my whole hand, and nothing. So she could write that product. Like, so I say, well, can I still have Sin please? She literally gave me the dirtiest look you can ever imagine. She's like, yes. Turn around, me and my mum literally looked at each other like, what? So we go to the desk and she's like, doesn't even give me eye contact. She's like, so Sin. I was like, yeah. She literally, I'll show you. She literally got the lipstick and went, chucked it in. I literally went, okay. There's this customer next to me looking at me like, what? So she threw my product into the bag like it was going into the dustbin, and then she goes, have you signed up to MAC? I was like, no, because I've always bought online or at an airport. She goes, well, what's your name? So I tell her, and she goes, and what's your surname? And I tell her, she's like, M-O. And I was like, well, O-D-Y. She's like, yeah. And it's so tense. I've never felt so tense in my life before. Just realised how low I am because my pillows came up. I've never felt like, I hate confrontation, but when someone is treating me like that in a high-end shop, that is not acceptable at all. So I'm stood there like giving my information, like what's your email address then? I was like, I told her everything. And then my mum said, like, is there a problem? And they're like, my mum gets involved, thing is going to go down. She's like, no problem. The manager stood right next to her. She's like, mum goes, well, there's obviously a problem. Have you got a problem with not buying that lip liner? She goes, no problem at all. Yeah, now she's all acting all polite and everything, realising the manager's right next to her. My mum's actually giving her some grief for how she's actually treating me. She goes, well, I'm actually spending a lot of money on this lipstick and you give me the wrong attitude, please don't. And the woman's like, oh yeah, of course, I'm sorry. And we walk out and mum goes, what a... So, that is my MAC customer service, like, story. I never thought it would happen to me. Never in a million years. I always get my MAC products from the airport because what's the point of paying £15.50 even though I just have, when you can go on holiday and get it for £12.50, like, might as well just save some money. And the people in the airport are so nice, like there's only one person, so it's like, okay, thank you. This woman, Jesus Christ. So, thank you for watching my MAC service story. Like if you've ever experienced something like that before, because that is appalling. It's ridiculous. So